Executive Secretary of the Board, Simbi Wabote, stated this during the opening ceremony of the 12th edition of the Practical Nigerian Content Forum held in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital. TVC News correspondent Joseph Kunde was there.
The 12th Practical Nigerian Content Forum, since the inception of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board in 2010, focuses on deepening Nigerian content amidst divestments, domestication, and decarbonization. Key players in the oil and gas industry are here to assess the achievements made so far in the 10-year strategic roadmap of the board, launched in 2017, to have at least 70% Nigerian content by the end of 2027. Significant gains so far recorded are highlighted by the Executive Secretary of the NCDMB, Mr. Simbi Wabote, as the board looks to increase the local content enforcement level from 54% last year.
We partnered with Walter Smith to establish a 5,000 modular refinery in Ibigwe, Imo State. This year alone, the refinery has produced and sold over 170 million liters, or about 3,000 trucks of petroleum products that would have been hitherto imported using our scarce forests. I am happy to announce that the site works for the expansion of the refinery to 10,000 barrel refining commenced in September 2023. The 3 other modular refineries are being progressed to completion and startup.
Indices on display highlights the need for more partnerships with the board and key players to boost local participation in the oil and gas industry.
We recognize that divestment presents various challenges, but they also unveil opportunities for strategic partnerships, technology transfer, local capacity building. Embracing these changes, we aim to leverage this transition to empower Nigerian businesses, create better employment opportunities, and stimulate growth.
We are very proud of Simbi Wabote. We work very closely together. We made a success of a venture, and we think that we can still do more. And he is supporting that initiative.
The exhibition of in-country manufactured oil and gas industry equipment also forms part of the 3-day event held in Bayelsa State. Joseph Kunde, TVC News, Yenagoa.
Let's talk business now. In a significant move to bolster Nigeria's democratic framework, the American Business Council Nigeria and the Center for International Private Enterprise have announced the launch of the Private Sector Development for Democracy Forum. According to the group, in the media parley in Lagos, the forum provides a platform for open dialogue and collaboration amongst key stakeholders to address critical challenges and strengthen Nigeria's democratic fabric. Frank Omalape has details.
There's no denying that the quality of governance is the bedrock of any nation's growth. That's why the Private Sector Development for Democracy Forum's initiative is aimed at forging a united front between private sector players, civil society champions, policymakers, and the media, all committed to nurturing a stronger democracy in Nigeria and contribute to a sustainable and thriving business environment in the country.
And the initiative is a collaborative project that's bringing together different stakeholders from the academia, from private sector, from the think tanks, and really everyone that's, speaking to how we need to move towards a realistic democratic process through those levels of engagements that would proactively get us to those levels and those levels of conversation.
Usually, this is done in silos. Private sector is advocating on its own, civil society is advocating on its own. But now you're going to see us coming together because good governance affects all of our interests.
The PSDF isn't merely a forum. It's a vibrant collaboration brimming with diverse voices from across the Nigerian state to bolster democratic institutions and in turn unlock its full potential. In addition to its advocacy effort, the PSDF plans to engage in research, policy analysis and public awareness campaigns to advance its objectives.
It's a unique opportunity for us to develop an action-oriented resource that would be called the National Agenda for Democracy Strengthening. It will build on all the excellent work that has been done in the country around, consolidating Nigeria's democracy. And it will also be a building block for many organizations that have been doing work around strengthening governance institutions in Nigeria.
We expect to see some really well-targeted conversations happening with the media. We expect to see technical sessions that are going to be happening, master classes that are going to be happening across from this steering committee level to the membership level, rolling in eventually to a major event that would this would dovetail into a report, and then obviously a launch of the report and the sharing of the reports with the government.
The group emphasized that all stakeholders across various sectors need to work together to create a more stable and prosperous future for all Nigerians.
Because every 4 years there's a pivotal opportunity for the leader at the federal or at the state level or even local government level to make certain reforms or changes that can have a multiplier effect in our nation.
This collaboration perhaps demonstrates the private sector's growing commitment to playing a constructive role in strengthening Nigeria's democracy. Frank Omalape, TVC News, Lagos.